presenting what we call the Red 120 SE, which is a new loudspeaker, and it's making its first appearance outside of the UK. So you could call this quite comfortably the European launch of this new speaker. We've had a lot of success with the Red 120. It's a speaker that's become very much loved. People quite like it because it has that combination of sound and price and size. People particularly love the fact that it's not too big, yet it can play with good bass extension in real people's rooms. In the development of the original 120, I spent so many hours tuning the speaker. And what I find is when I spent many hours having made mistakes and corrected them, and I get to where I'm really happy, and I can go away and come back a week later and make the same tests and come to the same results, it means really the speaker's optimized. It's the best I can make it. In the case of the 120, it was the tweeter. I was able to make some changes to our tweeter by putting a metal faceplate on instead of the plastic one that the original has. And what this did was it made the structure much more rigid. And when the tweeter plays, and one of the tests we'll do later is where I will play a drive in it without a crossover and without a cabinet, so I'm hearing just the driver. By doing this, I'm hearing improvements. I'm hearing more resolution when the tweeter plays. I'm also hearing that when the music gets a little bit aggressive, the tweeter is staying stable. So it's not getting harsh, it's not getting painful, but at the same time it's not covering any information up. So this was a big enough improvement for me to think, okay, there's an opportunity to take the speaker to a higher level. It's very important to me that you don't hear a woofer play and a mid-range and a tweeter. It should be one sound, as if there's only one drive unit there. So we have here a small demonstration. When I design a loudspeaker, the most important thing to me is to make sure the drive units have a good sound. I test them with no crossover and no cabinet, as you can see here. This drive unit comes from a Red 100, and this one here comes from a very famous competitor. So I'm just going to play them, and then you can hear the difference.
21, as strong as I can be. I know what freedom means to me. I should ever want to die. Got no cause to be afraid.
With this drive unit here, it sounds fast, clear. You don't hear anything obviously bad, like sounding nasal, screaming and shouting, harshness. It could be argued that the other drive unit is losing a lot of information, is sounding a bit nasal, and the things that you hear, you can't fix it later. The next thing is to build the cabinet, and the key is that you don't want the cabinet to destroy the sound. And I do have a demonstration here because one of the key features of Russel K is we don't have any damping inside the speaker. This is the original prototype cabinet for the Red 100. There's no damping in here at all. And what I do is I put the speaker in this way around because I want to exaggerate the noise that the cabinet makes.
21, as strong as I can be. I know what freedom means to me. And I can't give a reason why.
And you should hear, even though there's no crossover, no tweeter, you can hear and follow the music quite clearly. And the guitar playing, now I'm putting damping in.
Got no cause to be afraid. Won't be the life will ever fade. 'Cause as I watch the rising sun, I know.
And if you listen to that, it sounds a bit flat and a bit squashed. It doesn't have that spring. So we try to make the cabinets as light as we can so that they play energy but stop quickly. And by doing that, it fools the ear into thinking there is no cabinet. I think why people like our speakers, the people that do like them, because they can hear that effect. The fundamentals have to be that the speaker is playing in a natural way at the beginning. You can't push something beyond where it can go. One of the tests I put to myself is that if I'm listening to our top speaker, the Red 150 SE, and somebody says to me, okay Russell, I need this for a demo, so the only speaker we've got left is our entry level, the red 50. Can I put that in your system? And within 10 minutes, smile. I can't smile, then it's no good. With an instrument like a violin, the sound you hear in the room is in fact the strings and the body playing together. Our speakers work in almost the same way, that what you're hearing in the room is the speaker driving it and the cabinet. I always say to people that have a listen to our loudspeakers. If they don't make you smile within 30 minutes of playing them, don't buy them, because you won't enjoy them. But if they do make you smile, you'll love them.